For Easyjet, time is a precious commodity. Just one delayed flight can have a knock-on effect on the whole day's schedule. A late passenger can start a chain reaction that could cost the company thousands of pounds.
I need to get out there tonight.
What was it that made you late coming here today?
A train.
At Luton, Brigitte Grant has missed her Edinburgh flight and is trying to get on the next one.
There's nothing at all that I can do.
We've got empty seats on this plane. Please, can I get on it? I don't care if I have to buy the ticket again.
The aircraft
I'll buy the ticket again.
You can't because there's no seats there to buy.
Right, but what if that
With the flight full, Supervisor Leo is not at his most understanding.
You don't know that there aren't any seats. You just told me the last one left with 20
You can help yourself. Look on the internet and there won't be any seats available.
But I have to get to Edinburgh tonight. Got to. Because I'm the editor-in-chief of the company and I'm meant to be there. I was meant to be there earlier.
Undeterred, Brigitte takes her case to Anita Herr.
I'll buy the ticket again. I don't care. I'll pay £250 again to get on this flight tonight. I have to get on this flight.
There's no way of us transferring you onto a flight.
You don't have to transfer me. I'll buy a new ticket.
Leo,
I can't say
any way you can ring up that captain again and say...
There isn't...
Sorry?
It's gone
Sorry, you've had your turn. Thank you. Sorry. You got your ticket. Do you think that if I just buy the ticket again, I can do that?
I can't sell you something that's not in this system.
Right, so, but because the plane took off before with 20 empty seats in it, what I'm saying, if it is empty, can I buy another ticket?
It's only if somebody actually
doesn't turn up.
No, if somebody transfers their flight. If somebody doesn't want to fly today and they phone up and transfer the flight.
Can I just stand here?
Yeah, you can, by all means, and we can keep checking for you, but that's all we can do.
Thanks.
Okay. There are no seats available to Scotland this evening. The next available flight to Scotland is tomorrow evening. She's got a very important meeting and she needs to get there, but I can't offer her anything unless something becomes available in the system, so we're just going to keep checking to see if there's anything for her.
Pretty doubtful, though, isn't it?
Apparently out of luck, Brigitte has no choice but to play the waiting game. At Easyjet's second UK base, Liverpool, Alex Persuad has left his job at check-in to train as a dispatcher. This week, Ken Brockway is teaching him how to push back an aircraft.
Are you using the actual line as a guide?
No, I'm just guiding the aircraft. As you can see, I'm keeping...
Before Alex is let anywhere near a plane, he must first complete his apprenticeship, pushing back aircraft steps. It's not as easy as it looks.
And yesterday I didn't perform that well on the pushbacks of the steps. I mean, a lot of people have told me it's quite hard anyway. It's harder than actually pushing an aircraft back. So hopefully a few more practices and that, and the confidence will be high and I'll be all right.
A little bit quicker, a little bit quicker.
The aim of the exercise is to push the steps back in a straight line.
To me again. To me again. OK, to you. OK, to you again. OK, to me. Try not to swing on the steering wheel. You're oversteering slightly. Come back towards me, just a touch. Now take it back. He's a little bit nervous, but I hope he is nervous, because at the end of the day, the awareness is there as well. And that's what you've got to be aware of, the dangers and what damage you can actually do. And he's actually listening to what I'm saying to you, and that's another thing I'm looking for as well. Well, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take my hand off yours, OK? Anybody think we're gay here, mate? OK, let it off now. Just slow yourself down, get used to doing it. To you again, to me.
If Alex fails to master the skill of the pushback, he will be unable to qualify as a dispatcher.
To you. To me. To me again.
Back at Luton, with a seat still not available, Brigitte is getting desperate.
As bad as that orange shirt is, I would wear one, because I know all the sandwiches on Easyjet. I do. So I could serve, if necessary. I'll cry. It usually works with men. You know what I'd love? I'd love for Stelios to kind of sail in now. Because he once winked at me in a restaurant in Camden. And I would have been in with a chance. I could have persuaded him. I'm not sleeping with anyone.
I'm hoping that somebody will transfer or... Fingers crossed, we'll just keep checking. I'll keep checking, so we'll just see.
But with every flight today showing full, it looks as if Brigitte is going to be disappointed. Down in the baggage hall, known as the Undercroft, Easyjet Airport Duty Manager Alan Darbyshire is at work re-tagging a consignment of wrongly labelled bags. It's his responsibility to keep Easyjet operations ticking over smoothly.
I just love the job. You know, love the atmosphere, love the people. The unpredictability of everything. I mean, I didn't think I was going to be doing this today when I came into work.
But unknown to the rest of the staff, Alan is struggling with a serious illness.
I had kidney failure in February, so at the moment I'm on dialysis 4 times a day. And I'm due to go into hospital in the next week for transplant. I'm on the transplant list, but I'm getting a transplant from a living donor, so I'm luckier than most.
Tell me who the donor is.
My wife, Jill. She's put herself forward for it and insisted that she's going to do it. She's gone through all the tests. The specialists have said, yeah, it's acceptable, so we're going to do it. I didn't really want her to go through with it, but it's safer to say, OK, I'll let you do it, than argue with her. I'm hoping that everything's all right with her, really. And at the end of the day, there's always the risk that I'll reject the kidney anyway. I mean, God help me if I do, she'll kill me.
In Liverpool, Alex has mastered the steps. Now, under Ken's watchful eye, he must tackle his first ever plane. Step 1, attach the tuck to the £30 million aircraft.
Back.
It's a delicate business.
Number 6 again, hold on your foot brake. Foot brake V's gently. Very well done. Now transfer your foot off the brake
Step
onto the
2,
throttle.
push back the 60-ton plane across the apron.
Gradual pressure on the throttle and come to me a touch. Come on. To me. To me. To me again.
With Ken guiding his every move, Alex
you.
takes control.
Take off a bit more. To you a bit. To you. To you a bit more. Now look at the aircraft going round to the right-hand side, okay? Watch the aircraft come round. Look, don't look at the nose wheel, look at the main wheel. Come towards me. Come on, look a bit quicker. Come on, quicker to me. To me, come on. To you. Go on, a little bit more to you. On your brake.
But has he done a good enough job to go solo next time?
At the moment, it's touch and go. I feel he's got it there, but he just needs to sort his turns out first. Coming from the T out to double white lines into the manoeuvring area. Once he gets into the manoeuvring area, he can't get his angles quite right.
But Alex is pleased with his progress so far.
It was a buzz, like. You do get like an excitement feeling inside, like. I just want to do a few more now, so bring on tomorrow.
Back at Luton, Brigitte is resorting to divine intervention.
Oh, please, God, let someone cancel.
A seat still hasn't become available and check-in is about to close.
Anita, just double check availability again.
I'm going to. I think I saw a seat there.
If you get a seat, it's dinner for everyone.
I've got a seat available for you.
That is so
It's going to be
brilliant.
a £25 charge.
Yeah, 50,
Yeah?
I don't care,
No,
whatever.
It'll just be 25 for you.
Thank you very much. I meant that about dinner, you know. I really did.
Thank you. That was lucky. She was lucky.
I am delighted.
With only minutes to spare, Brigitte is the last passenger to check in.
I was a bit worried, actually, in case she didn't get on it.
They were fantastically good because having stood there, I wouldn't do that job for all the tea in China.
I think she would have shouted at me.
and come out with loads of long words and I wouldn't have known what she meant. But I'm glad she got on it. Thank you.
Meanwhile, Alan heads off to the airport medical centre.
Oh, OK. Just to let you know, I'm disappearing for half an hour.
Okie dokie.
All right. Those bags are OK now, are they?
Yep. It's all sorted.
4 times every day, he undergoes dialysis to remove the toxins from his kidneys.
And there I am, hooked up.
With neither of his kidneys working, for Alan, the treatment is literally life-saving.
That's it. Takes about a quarter of an hour, 20 minutes to empty, and then another 10 minutes or so to refill. And then that's it, 4 times a day.
If the transplant operation of his wife's kidney is a success, it will mean an end to dialysis. But the chances of Alan's body accepting the organ are very slim.
The match has got to be virtually spot on. I think there's 6 criteria they look at. Tissue typing and blood group and all the rest of it, and you need about 5 out of 6 minimum, I think.
So how many of the criteria did you fulfill?
1. Just the right blood group. But again, you don't think about it, you just say, well, all right, just going to have the op and hope for the best.
It's a massive gamble, but there is no other donor available. It's Alan's only hope of getting back to a normal life. At Luton, there's a technical fault on an internal flight. Out on the apron, dispatch is ready to receive the troubled aircraft. In charge of the operation is Mark Della.
It's taken off, it was late going. It's returned back after been in flight for 20 minutes. The engineers are now looking at the problem again. I'm just waiting for the confirmation it's going to return to service. It's either going to be 5 minutes, I'm told, or it might possibly be 3 hours, so watch this space.
While the engineers search for the fault, some of the passengers are tired of waiting and offload from the plane.
It's ruined my whole weekend. I was going up to Scotland for the weekend, but I can't get any onward transport now, so I've had to get off here and replan my weekend some other time.
For the rest of the passengers, it looks like it's going to be a long afternoon. 5 miles away, for Alan and his wife Jill, the all-important day of the operation has arrived.
Right, what we need in those for a week or 2.
Jill and Alan have been married for 27 years.
When you first set out in marriage, you don't ever anticipate the ill health that might come along. And in your vows it says in sickness and in health, but that word sickness, it doesn't mean anything really. Never thought we would come to this.
Although dialysis could sustain Alan for many years, Jill is confident she's doing the right thing.
I'm doing this because it's the quickest way to get Alan's health back on an even keel, because he's on the transplant list, but you just don't know. I mean, he could get another kidney tomorrow, or if I wasn't doing this, it could be 10 years, maybe more. And I don't want him to be on dialysis that long. It interferes with your life in quite a few ways.
But it's not something she's going into lightly.
The biggest fear would be that it doesn't work, but I can't afford to think like that. I've got to be blinkered, if you like, and just be focused that this is going to work, and that as a family we'll all benefit and be able to move on. He doesn't deserve the ill health that he's gone through. Doesn't deserve it at all.
Final preparations complete, Alan and Jill set off to hospital. In Liverpool, it's make or break time for new dispatcher Alex. His trainer Ken has cleared him to carry out his first solo pushback of a plane full of passengers. If Alex fails, he will not qualify as a dispatcher.
A little bit nervous. Once the first one's out of the way, I'll be all right with the next ones. It is quite difficult, but I'll get better with more pushbacks to do.
In the cockpit is Captain Mike Jameson.
Yeah, we've got a new guy pushing us back today. He's on the tractor outside. It's quite a responsible job, actually. He's pushing back 60 tons of aircraft. He's under supervision at the moment, so he's got a very qualified guy with him. So I'm hoping he's going to do a good job. I'm sure he will.
I just wanted to know, is it this line you use to start the turn?
In between the two lines, yeah. Depending on the size of the aircraft, it depends on when we start a turn. He's very, very nervous, a bit jittery, but he'll be fine, he'll be fine. He's done about 22 pushes with me instructing at the moment, and this is going to be his first solo, and it's going to be a little bit nerve-wracking.
The pressure begins to mount as Alex and Ken wait for clearance from the tower.
Bypass pin is fitted, all chocks removed, all gone. Good move, stand by for pushback clearance.
OK, confirm you'd like the brakes released?
No brakes released, sir.
It's the moment of truth. Alex begins the pushback.
OK, clip for 2.
Clear 2, sir.
Stay 2. Clear engine 1.
Clear 1, sir.
Stay 1.
He's completed his first solo pushback, but has Alex done enough to make the grade?
He's done extremely well. Even some of our full-time drivers can't do that for the first time. Good speed, good direction, just needs to polish up a couple of things, but there's nothing to worry about. He's done extremely well, extremely well.
I think it went okay, really. I think Ken said it was okay as well, so I'm happy with it, yeah. I'm happy it's out of the way.
Back at Luton, the engineers have discovered the fault with the Inverness-bound plane.
It was an altimeter problem, which is pretty critical, so they've rectified it. It's okay, it's been signed off, aircraft's fit to fly. Unfortunately, we've now got a slot nearly an hour away, so the plot thickens.
Outside, the heavens have opened, which makes looking for the missing bags a grim task. Inside, the passengers are getting restless.
We've been left an hour with no information, and you saw us, and you
and that's
you
what
personally.
I've been doing, ascertaining where the bags
well,
are.
No wonder you're going to run out of money and business if you can't do this.
Okay, Leo, yeah, there seems to be a miscommunication with ramp. Do you want to escort the remaining passengers round to outside?
Do you know if they're in good condition or drenched?
Okay. As I'm sure the passengers appreciate, it was very, very wet and very, very raining, and so in which case, without even seeing the bags, I can guarantee that they're going to be very wet.
You come to me and we get you to the front and we get you sorted in the
last
shortest
time you left us for an hour.
There's been no refunds, will there? Just say yes
How long
or no.
was it delayed? 13, 14,
Yeah.
15, 16,
4 hours.
17,
So
18.
far.
I mean, let's have the truth.
I can certainly put in a request for it.
But
and
is
they
it
will look kindly
likely?
upon
Okay,
it.
Is it
Leo,
likely?
why don't you walk the gentleman lady through, have a think about it, then you can give the ladies and gentlemen to give you an accurate answer, madam. He obviously
He
can't give
knows
you.
damn well whether you get a refund or not.
Madam, if you want to walk with him, and then he can obviously speak to you once he knows exactly the answer to it.
Follow me to the customer service desk and just come to the front.
We weren't told there was a delay. We weren't told it had broken down. You then get on a plane that comes back. You know, it just was all too much.
The Inverness plane is finally on its way, and Leo, for one, is pleased to see it go. At Edinburgh's hospital in Cambridgeshire, it's nearly time for Alan and Jill's operation.
You're on your way, Chuck.
I'm just dozing nicely then.
So I'll see you in a few hours.
Well, I might see you.
Well, yeah, you'll
see me.
come and see me, yeah. It'll be your turn to wear yourself out walking across the corridor.
Oh, well, you might be down there.
Oh, I might be, yeah. Yeah. OK.
Yeah, see you later.
See you, love. If I had a choice between here or the airport, I think I'd rather be at the airport. You know what's going on there, but I've got no idea what's going on here at the moment. So, I don't think I want to know, really.
But there's no turning back now. It's a 5-hour operation with no guarantee of success. It will be months before the couple are sure their gamble has paid off. Despite the traumas of check-in, Brigitte Grant arrived at Edinburgh and made all her meetings on time. Alex went on to pass all his tests and is now a fully qualified dispatcher.